morning and welcome to day 10 of our Disney cruise. Today we are in the port of Maui. Well, no, we are in the port of Kahului in Maui. We came in this morning. AJ and I slept in today. This is the first island that we have not gotten up to watch the sunrise, watch us come into port from afar. AJ went up once we got close, but I needed some sleep after last night's disappointing cancellation of fireworks at 11 p.m. But if you are new here, hello, my name's Ivie, sailing with my fiance AJ, and this has been a 10-night Disney cruise from Vancouver to Hawaii. Today is our last stop on the islands, and we have a really long day, so we are not rushing to get off the ship. It is a little after 8:30 now. Everyone is allowed to get off the ship, and we don't have to be back till 11 p.m. We are not going to be out that late, but we are going to go down to breakfast on the ship, take our time getting off, and then go explore for the day. AJ and I have been to Maui recently. 2 years ago, we came here for a friend's wedding, and we spent 8 or 9 days here. We spent a good chunk of time because we really wanted to explore the island and see everything that Maui has to offer. So we don't really feel like there's a lot that we need to rush out and do. The one thing we did not do during our trip was go to the top of Haleakala, and today it is a little overcast. So we'll see what we decide once we get off the ship, get our rental car. We are going to the airport again to get our rental car, and then hopefully it has cleared up a little bit, and we'll head to the top. I will also say that getting our rental cars at each port has been really easy. The Ubers haven't been very expensive. On average, they've been $10 each way. We did pay more on our day in Honolulu, but I just think timing, surge pricing, all of that kind of good stuff, and such a busy kind of area as well. So we're off to breakfast and then on to Maui. So we are walking out of the Maui port, and this is a very long walk to get to an Uber. Yeah, we don't really know where we're going. My Uber driver said he's in the parking lot up here, but taxis are the only things that can go right up to the port. We've been taking Uber this whole time, so we booked another Uber, but it is a long walk. I shouldn't have called the Uber so early. So today's Hertz, we get a pick from the President's Circle. We have a GMC, that's kind of big. There's no small SUV.
Chevy Traverse, Durango.
Yeah, otherwise we have, I don't want any of these cars.
Are they all Dodges?
No Chrysler. Driving a Chrysler around the island. So, there's a Traverse or an Arcadia. The Arcadia is a little bit, it's like shorter.
Yeah.
Maybe we do the Arcadia.
Let's do the Arcadia.
All right, there are breaks in the clouds, so we're going to try to make our way up Haleakala and hope we have beautiful views at the top. So we made it into the Haleakala State Park. Once we got into the state park, it was about another half an hour up the road to the visitor center. It is very windy up here, also very cold, but we'll have some cloudy views today. We did come and find some magnets, stickers, and ornaments. Some really fun, cute things to remember our trip. Yes, that's where we made port today.
We're now here.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Because these are the ones that were covered in clouds. We're here.
Yes.
At the top of this.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So the summit was once almost 3,000 feet taller. So from the sea floor, Haleakala is 28,000, I'm going to guess it should say feet, the third tallest mountain in the world. So up at the visitor center, there is a big parking lot. There are some restaurants. And then there is the visitor center and a little gift shop inside.
So as I was just looking at that plaque over there, this plant, the silvery leaves reflect the sunlight to help it preserve moisture. They live for up to 50 years. It flowers into that big bloom once in its lifetime and then dies. And it's only found on the slopes of Haleakala. It's the only place on earth that it grows. How cool is that? The sign is funny. Walk slowly at this elevation because, I don't know, I'm right at 10,000 feet because the summit's 10,023. Looks like I got about 23 feet to go.
10,023 feet.
20.
Are you ready?
It's hard to breathe up here.
Going back into the wind.
This wind is unreal. We are back in the car. This is some hair. This wind up here is no joke, and it whips right through you, and it's icy cold. And the sun is shining, and it doesn't even matter. You need to dress like it's winter if you're ever gonna come up to the top of Haleakala. 10,000 feet.
Well,
It's the car cam.
car cam with some takeout from Tin Roof. If you watch Top Chef, Sheldon is from Hawaii, lives in Maui now, and has Tin Roof like right in town. You could literally get there within 5 minutes from the airport. And the last time we were in Maui, they're closed on Mondays. And so we were in this part of town on Monday and we didn't come back. So I was bummed to miss it. But then when we knew we were coming back to Maui, we checked and it was not a Monday. So this is where we stopped for lunch. They're only open from 10 to 2. So I got, what did I get? It starts with an M.
Mochiko bowl.
The Mochiko bowl. It is fried chicken with some spicy sauce with rice and cabbage. AJ got the poke bowl.
I got the spicy ahi poke. So good. I was gonna get the daily special, which is a fish sando. You know, panko breaded fish and cabbage and cheese and homemade tartar sauce on a brioche bun. And it looked delicious. Then I saw the ahi and I was like, gotta get the ahi.
You haven't even had ahi at this trip.
I haven't had any poke this trip. And this is delicious, just a little bit of spice. You can taste how fresh the fish is. beautiful. How's your chicken?
It's good. It's a crunchy, spicy chicken with rice. It's like a tad wet, because I like dry rice. But yeah, it's pretty delicious. They're big pieces though, like I don't know how I'm supposed to just like... After our lunch at Tin Roof, we drove back to the ship to pick up our friend Jim and headed to Maui Brewing in Kihei.
Beer flight. Maui lime lager. So it's like a Mexican style lager with lime. This is going to be their session IPA. This is going to be their ale with local honey, the barefoot, and then that's the coconut porter.
We just walked back into our room, and tonight Joe made us like this bird penguin guy reading the survey.
Lounging on our bed.
You know I love a survey. How fun. He made some of the best towel animals this trip. After we left Tin Roof, we came back towards the ship and picked up one of our friends that we've made on the ship. So we picked him up, drove down to Kihei, where we went to Maui Brewing, which I know we already went to on this trip, but this Maui Brewing is like a big brewery space with beautiful outdoor patios, great views. You can see the ocean from there. It was a bit windy, and we had just eaten, so we weren't hungry, but AJ got a beer flight and then a couple other beverages. So we love the Maui Brewing in Kihei. Had to go and visit, and then once we were done, drove our friend back to the ship, and AJ and I went back to the airport and dropped off our rental car. This time, we took a taxi back to the ship because the taxis can drop off pretty much right where the ship is, whereas Uber or Lyft, you had to go across the street to Maui Mall. On a map, it doesn't look far, but the way that you have to walk through the shipyard felt very far, especially this morning when it was really hot. An interesting thing to note, because even when you call the Uber, there's a pickup spot close by, but they're not allowed to access it. So it's very deceiving. If anyone is planning any future cruises coming to Kahului, a taxi, it's more expensive. An Uber was going to cost us $9. The taxi cost us $20. So if you want to walk a little bit further and save a few bucks, totally fine. After our long day, we opted to hop in the taxi and come back. So today was our last day on the cruise ship.
Our last full day on the cruise ship, and we didn't spend it on the cruise ship.
No, but we did. So we did finally drive to the top of Haleakala, which we missed the last time we visited Maui.
Yes.
I'm so glad we did it.
Same.
Although I'm sure you did not love passengering that drive.
It was fine.
Was it better or worse than the road to Hana?
I would say it was worse than the road to Hana, but better than the road back from Hana.
Okay. It was, everyone says it's going to be cold up there. It wasn't necessarily cold, but the wind the wind hurt because it was blowing so hard.
My eyes were constantly watering.
My mouth was dry.
At one point, the wind went straight into I opened my mouth to breathe and just got a face full of air, and so then couldn't breathe and couldn't catch I was had to turn my back and go, whoa, should have brought my inhaler. So it was fine.
Yeah, but that was really fun. And then we just spent some chill time. Super happy we went to Tin Roof and then went down to Kihei and enjoyed that.
Yeah, that brought back memories of our last trip here. It's just, I can't explain it, and you have to go there to really understand it. Kihei Maui Brewing Company, the grounds, the atmosphere, the scenery, it's just great. It's a vibe, and I am here for it. And I will visit there every single time I come to this island, without question.
So now it is almost 7 p.m. This was the longest we've spent off of the ship. Well, I don't know. We left later. But we have to pack.
Oh, that's right.
We started packing yesterday.
How about that, packing?
So we did start packing yesterday. Most of our clothes are packed. but we have all of our stuff. And if you watched my packing video, you know I brought a lot of stuff beyond clothes.
We may have added some more stuff.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Over the last 10 days.
We went shopping. So we have about an hour before dinner. We're going to do some packing.
Okay.
Just kind of looking around. And then we're off to our last dinner in the dining room with our dining team, which I've really enjoyed our dining team, so I'm sad to leave them.
Yeah.
And last night, so it is the friend that went to the brewery with us. It's his birthday, so I'm sure everyone's going to go to Cadillac tonight and
a toast to his birthday and our final night on the cruise and say goodbye in style.
So I'll take you along with me for any of the fun stuff. And then there is a final farewell with the characters, and if I'm still awake, we'll go. It is about 1 hour later, and we are mostly packed. We have all 3 suitcases packed, my backpack, AJ's bag, so like everything we came with is packed. And we have joined the group a bag of wine, a bag of just stuff, and a second bag that is going to be for the things we're wearing today and our toiletries for tomorrow. I think that that's the hardest part about packing up on the cruise ship is there's the option to leave your luggage outside your stateroom door, and they will take your luggage out for you, which is very convenient, and we always do that. This is going to be the first time we are going to walk off with our luggage. What?
I'm just counting our bags.
We have a lot of bags. Maybe that might change. Maybe we're not going to walk off. We'll find out soon. But the plan right now is to walk off with our luggage. We're just trying to figure out how to like physically be able to carry, AJ's doing bag math right now, carry all of it at the same time. After bag math, we think we're in a good situation. So we're going to head down to dinner. Last night with our service team, we're going to Tiana's. This is also the first night this cruise. We haven't looked at the menu before going down.
Who even are we?
I don't know. So yeah, it's been a lovely cruise. I had a rough start, but I'm really sad that it's over. To start for appetizers, I got the potato croquettes. Actually got the same. That never happens.
Never.
And in an even more shocking turn of events, well, not shocking, I got tomato soup, but AJ also got tomato soup. For entrees, I got the chicken tonight. It's chicken with a jus, asparagus, and carrots. It normally comes on wild rice, but I asked for a baked potato. What'd you get?
AJ got the beef tenderloin. It comes with a feta, mashed potatoes, sauteed spinach, and garlic shrimp.
AJ got the beef tenderloin. It comes with feta, mashed potatoes, shrimp, and spinach. Yeah. For dessert, I got the chocolate caramel torte. It's a layered cake. I also asked for some vanilla ice cream to go with it. And then AJ got the chocolate pudding.
Self-saucing pudding. I understand it now. They put hardened chocolate on top of warm pudding so it melts and becomes its own sauce. It sauces itself.
Self-saucing pudding with vanilla ice cream.
Who knew?
Who knew? So we're headed to the atrium lobby to watch the Till We Meet Again, which is the show for the final farewell for the last night. AJ's holding a spot along the rail.
I have a surprise for you. In just a few moments, our amazing cast of the Walt Disney Theatre will join us here to meet and greet with you all. But not only that, we'll also be joined by some very special friends. They'll be out and about for about 20 minutes for you to get all of those last-minute photos and memories, and then we'll join us right back up here for a very special kiss goodnight. We also have some very special friends. Everybody say hello to Pluto! We get a big kiss with Daisy Duck. What is the number one duck on the seven seas? It's Donald. Okay, everyone, look, it's Goofy. If you have all those stairs for me, okay?
characters are now out meeting in the atrium, and we are going up so I can go to bed.
Deck 6.
The final message on the board today, there's no voting, but a good thank you. So thank you, Caitlin. We had fun voting. Well, friends, that is a wrap pretty much on our 10-night cruise from Vancouver to Hawaii. It is a little after 10:30 right now. I'm going to sleep and we will wake up tomorrow in Honolulu. But don't worry, the vacation is not done yet. We will disembark in Honolulu and head to Disney's Aulani. So stick around for those Aulani videos and we will see you with a little Debarkation recap, which actually I should probably still put in this video. But thank you guys so much for following along, kind of going through the vacation with me a bit. 10 days was a really long time at sea, or a long time just to be on a cruise ship. And the first couple of days, me not feeling well, definitely kind of affected the beginning of our ship side of the vacation. I have a lot of thoughts about this cruise, time at sea and stuff. So I think I'm going to do kind of like a recap video at the end with some additional info, things that I wish that I had done different, and just kind of chat a little bit about that stuff. So if you have any questions about that or anything that you would like me to address, leave those comments down below. And I will quickly leave you with any debarkation day info here, and I will see you at Aulani. We are off the ship this morning. We did express walk off. So at 7:30, they announced that anyone carrying their own luggage could get off the ship. So AJ and I went downstairs, walked out. We didn't have to go through customs, and I believe it's because we did that when we left Canada. So we had to go through all of the passport verification, the declaration of things as we left Canada. So then when we were through Hawaii, we didn't have to do it. We literally just walked off the ship. And outside, we were at the exact same port that we were before. So we walked out, called an Uber XL because we have a lot of luggage. The Uber cost us $37 to get to the airport. So this was definitely the most expensive Uber we took this trip. A regular sized car was $11. So way cheaper than the last day we were in Honolulu. And I think part of that is because we did express walk off and we were ahead of so many of the other people on the cruise ship. Like we were probably the would you say maybe
12?
I was going to say 20th family off maybe. So we were quick off. Uber was there within 2 minutes. They took us to the airport, dropped us off in front of the rental car stop again, and then headed up to Hertz, picked up our SUV, and drove to Aulani. So that is it for our Disney Cruise Line vlog series. If you would like to stick around and see what we're doing up next in Aulani, please subscribe. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. We enjoyed all of the adventures. See you next time.